The blue corner, standing 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing in at 144 pounds, with an amateur record of 1 win and 0 defeats. Fighting out of Farmersville, Ohio, Aiden Kateberg Kleinberg. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 foot 7 inches tall, weighing in at 142 pounds, with an amateur record of 0 wins and 1 defeat, fighting out of Newark, Ohio, Tyler Talley.
Amateur featherweight bout here at OCL 37. Aiden Kleinberg in the blue camo. Tyler Talley in the black. Mark Matheny is the referee.
They had Kleinberg rocking those takedown shorts. I got a feeling we're about to see a striker versus grappler. Comes out with a big front kick. Switches stance on him immediately. Goes body kick. Talley just kind of feeling him out so far.
Kleinberg switches again here. He's kind of just flowing back and forth between southpaw and orthodox.
Yeah, Talley with his hands down a little bit here. You can kind of afford to do that in the amateur level because there's no head kicks, but
yeah, Kleinberg looking for the takedown.
Yeah, immediately.
He maybe did some scouting. The last opponent of Tyler Talley, and Chip Parker was able to control him on the wrestling for most of the fight. Leg kick there from Kleinberg.
Yeah, he's just got to set up those shots with hands. Almost falls into a right hand there. No knees to the head in amateur MMA in Ohio, but you got to think that if there were, you got to be careful taking that type of shot. Got to set it up with the hands.
Big right hand lands there from Talley.
Big right hand, and Kleinberg's immediately in on the legs.
Yeah.
Looks to get that elbow down. He's working up to a dogfight position. Oh, and he gets the takedown here. Looks to pass the knee.
Already inside control, man. He got clipped.
Yeah, he did.
That right hand, and Talley almost was able to stay on his feet with the sprawl, but this is kind of what we saw against Chip Parker.
Yeah, and right to the front headlock position for Kleinberg. Seems to have some jiu-jitsu knowledge. And he's got an anaconda choke here.
This is tight.
Oh, yeah, he might get this. Yeah, he's really got to kink the neck here like it's a hose. He's got to drive. He's got to stay low. I think he's making a mistake getting up on top. I think he should keep his chest low and start walking towards the legs.
Yeah, really needs to control those legs, too. That's the reason that there he is.
Yep. And we'll see. He's squeezing here. Yeah.
Talley looks to be okay, though, in this position. He looks like he might be out of it, and he is.
Yeah, he let go. Looks to start taking it back. Oh, and they get back up to their feet. Yeah, I don't know how I missed this coming in, but Kleinberg's got a big cauliflower here on his left side, so you got to think he's got some wrestling background.
Man, he got clipped.
Yeah, he did.
Big shot from Tyler Talley.
And if I'm in Tyler Talley's corner, I'm telling him feint until he shoots.
Yeah, and he's got this big, wide stance, too, here, which is one of the things, too, that makes you susceptible to a takedown, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, Talley really going for the guillotine here, but you got to prioritize stuff in the takedown. But he'll end up in the front headlock here.
Yeah, he scrambled out of it. Good job there from Tyler Talley. 20 seconds left here in round number 1.
And Talley with his hands way down here feels very confident in the stand-up. Kleinberg kind of standing in front of him, just staring at him for a second. But, and loads up on a big left hand there. Yeah, it's a little bit of psychological.
I think that is him, yeah.
A little bit of intimidation, too. You walk in with the guy who beat you in your last fight,
Yeah.
He's got all the secrets, except he can't do it for you. So we'll see here. Talley with that wide stance. Kleinberg goes body kick. Doesn't really commit to it fully, though. Yeah, he's kind of half committing to these kicks. I'd like to see Talley step in and throw a big right hand down the middle.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to time it.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you don't,
Spinning back fist.
spinning back fist. when your opponent doesn't respect your hands, your level changes become a lot less effective.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to get a takedown if you don't punch him in the face first. This is not high school wrestling. You've got to.
Yeah.
Ooh, it lands a big left hand there.
I think Tally's maybe respecting the takedown more than the hands. He's thinking maybe you might have to sprawl and get those underhooks.
Definitely.
Yeah, and that's why he's comfortable keeping his hands down.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, no knees or kicks to the face in amateur Ohio MMA. So Kleinberg can kind of get away with the way he's like entering on these level changes.
150.
He go for that back fist again.
Good
Yeah,
sprawl there
Kleinberg
from Tally,
shoots.
and we've seen. And the big thing too is Kleinberg has not been setting up those those shots. And so it's making it a little bit easier for Tally to sprawl, and he let some big shots there. Yeah. Another right hand off the break.
Yeah, it looks like Kleinberg did get poked in the eye there. I think the ref didn't see it.
I think that was actually that right hand that landed. There's another one. Yeah, I think he just got clipped. I don't know if it was a poke or.
Big left hand by Kleinberg. Yeah, it is going for broke. So that eye's still bothering him. I did see him get poked, but it was the ref did not, so we fight on. It looks like the ref's calling time here. Not really supposed to be how you handle it, but
yeah.
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 Yeah, if you didn't see it, you shouldn't stop the fight. You should let him continue. You know, just because he says he did get poked, but if you didn't see it in the moment, you're not supposed to stop it.
Yeah, I do.
And Tally over here getting some coaching from his corner, even though
he said neutral corner, and then he's just like, I'm
neutral corner.
Then they both guys go back to their own corner.
That's just, you know, amateur fighters. They didn't mean to, but just a little bit of inexperience.
I mean, it's interesting because Mark Matheny is probably the most experienced referee in Ohio, but
sometimes you just overestimate the experience of the guys in the cage.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, you just assume that they know what to do and the procedures. But
hey, I mean, if the referee's not making you get to a neutral corner, just go to your own corner. There's a
big
left
right
and a right.
Oh, and
another one.
Clips him again, but now they're in where Kleinberg wants them to be.
Tally doing a good job here. He's got to continue to sprawl. It actually ends up on top here. Wow.
Yeah.
In the guard here of Aiden Kleinberg.
Yeah, he's pinning that arm with his knee.
And we're toward the end of the first round or second round here. This might be 2 rounds for Tyler Tally if he can stay on top for this remainder 10 seconds of this second round.
I think so. I think Tally was much more dominant in this round.
He's definitely working.
Type of movement from Kleinberg.
Round 3.
Unorthodox. Yeah, he goes right back to that jab.
Tally looking for this big right hand.
Yeah, and Kleinberg steps through on the left. He's been switching stance a lot tonight.
Yeah, you wonder if Tally might throw that big right hand out when Kleinberg kind of overcommits on that big shot.
Yeah, I'd like to see him hit a pull counter here, like McGregor style. Oh, he gets in on a low double.
Yeah,
and he's going to pass the guard. It looks like he's got those legs bundled up. Tally going for the guillotine, but you got to stuff the head and work up here. Yeah, and Kleinberg's working up top above him. They're in half guard now. And Kleinberg might be able to drive through the mount.
It looks like
here.
he's trying to get a scissor sweep. Actually, is Tally on the bottom here.
Yeah, he's isolating the right hand of Kleinberg.
And he has that overhook too, which is always the key to get a sweep.
Oh, but Kleinberg right into side control. And now he's splitting the legs and landing some ground and pound. Takes the back.
Wow. Kleinberg now on the back here.
Yeah,
to get the hooks in.
Oh, he's a little bit high. He's got to get his weight back, but he does.
Tally trying to scramble out.
Yeah, he's looking for that rear naked choke. I can't tell if it's under the chin.
Yeah, I think
no,
he's good.
Not.
He's way too high.
Off.
Yeah, and he actually ends up on top. Does Tally. Big shots here from Tyler Tally. The crowd comes alive.
If I'm in Tally's corner here, I'm saying let's get inside position and get up. Get back up to our feet. Don't hang out with this guy any longer than you have to on the ground. Although we haven't really seen that much of a submission threat from the bottom from Kleinberg. But if you know you can beat him on the feet, get to the positions that you're best at.
Yeah, good fight from Tyler Talley thus far. Totally different result from his first fight. Looks like he definitely went back to the drawing board and learned how to sprawl in the right way. And we've seen a different guy in the span of 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Against another tough kind of guy who has a similar style as his first opponent that's just going to try to, wrestle you. And
Kleinberg's looking for a triangle here, though.
yeah, it looks
He's
like
got his leg over that shoulder, but Tyler Talley grabs the foot and kind of returns it.
looks like we've got about 10 seconds left here in the fight. Tyler Talley trying to finish here on top.
Oh, and he goes for that triangle
Going
again.
for
This time
broke
it's
here.
much deeper.
He's got this locked in.
Oh,
Oh, my
man.
goodness. Wow.
Just ran out of time. Man, Aiden Kleinberg almost put Farmersville on the map with
Yeah.
10 seconds left. But Tyler Talley, I think, skated to a dominant decision.